Hi, I'm Dr. Bertie Sperry, and I want to tell you a story. Several years back, when I was helping to prepare and serve food to people who were hungry and without a home, there was a group of men who would come every day, and they were pretty disruptive. Sometimes, if it got bad, you needed to call the police, but typically, that was never the case. It was something that could be um, kind of de-escalated if you just talk to people in a way that enabled them to kind of see themselves. And most often that was the case. It was one time a man came in really angry. He got there late and breakfast was gone. Now, usually breakfast was not a breakfast, what we think of as a breakfast food. It was usually like, I don't know, chicken or ribs, or sometimes if someone had donated steak, you could even see there would be steak. But it was a hearty meal that would keep people throughout the day. Anyway, this day we had served something, and then we had eggs along with it. And by the time this man got there, the eggs were all gone. And so he's like, "Eggs are gone. How you have breakfast and you don't have no eggs?" And he was just yelling at me, and I just kept staring at him. And he was like, "How you gonna have breakfast, no eggs? How you run out of eggs? What kind of breakfast place are you?" And I just said, "Sir, I'm so sorry. If I could lay an egg, I would lay it and fry it for you." And he burst into laughter. And he was like, "I'm sorry for being so mean. I'm sorry. I'm hungry. I'm tired. I'm cold." And he just went through all of it. And I was like, "That's okay." And so you could de-escalate things. So this one day, this group of men were like over in a corner, and they were kind of loud. Ask her, man. And so I was at the window, and so one of the guys yelled over, "Hey, he want to know what your toes look like." I was like, "What?" "He want to know what your toes look like. We said you were cute, but he said you ain't cute if you got ugly toes. And he want to know, what do your toes look like? Because he ain't trying to talk to nobody with some ugly toes." And he just kept going on about whether or not my toes were ugly or not. And so he's like, "Do you have ugly toes?" And I said, "I don't know about my ugly toes. I don't know whether he would call my toes ugly or not. But what I do have is heating and air conditioning." And everybody started laughing. Now, I never dressed up to go there. In fact, I would wear the same dress all the time and some ratty sneakers. And sometimes people would invite me to get in the line. And one time a guy was like, "They have some sneakers in there they're giving away. You should get a pair." And, so I wasn't trying to look something. But in that moment, I realized that women walk around, and men, with this low esteem and lack of confidence, when there are others who have all the confidence in the world, um, and they can give you something. For a second, I kind of was like, what do my feet look like?" For a second. And then the other second, it was like, "Really? Dude, first of all, I'm not trying to talk to you. Secondly, you should not be worried about whether or not a woman's feet are ugly." But we tend to do this thing where we play small and allow those who need you to act superior. I'm going to leave this here on this fine day. I love you.